BNC, 100% black and brown host around the clock. Finally, news that speaks to us.
As the war wages on in Ukraine, there are a multitude of countries feeling the impact financially and with an outpouring of immigrants from Ukraine seeking asylum. In an effort to assist Ukrainian refugees, the United Kingdom is now offering an incentive. Anyone who opens their home to a refugee will receive more than $450 a month. Sponsors must first put up refugees for a minimum of 6 months and be vetted. They will also get access to health care and employment. The Homes for Ukraine initiative is open to everyone arriving in Britain from Ukraine. And as lovely as that program is, can't help but notice that Europe did not do anything like this for Syrian refugees, which, of course, are refugees, largely black and brown people coming from the continent of Africa. Joining me now to discuss this blatant disparity is Immigration Chair for the National Bar Association, Orr Jr. Alan, thanks for sticking around. What gives?
Yeah, I think we know what gives, and we've seen it given over and over again, and actually it's been told in the stories that these are white individuals with blonde hair and blue eyes, and that therefore their value is more important than other individuals that are not blonde and blue eyes, or not even on the continent of the United States. I mean, these people aren't even part of the EU. So it's quite interesting to me that in the circumstance, Britain, as once they left the greater EU, they have been very harsh on immigration and all immigrants. And yet in this circumstance, they're setting up a different caste system for being able to get money from the government to actually support immigrants that are there and giving them health care. So your question is just very sane. Why can you do this for one group of people and not for another group of people?
We've heard a variety of explanations. Oh, Ukraine's a democracy. Oh, this is Europe standing together. These are educated and civilized people. That's all code, though, right? That's all coded racism. Is there a genuine economic concern here as well?
I think there is a genuine economic concern that people aren't treating people the same, and the equities that sort of exist, and any of the problems that exist on the continent or in the Caribbean are linked to the people in the EU. I mean, Haiti is only the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere because of the money that France owes them back for sort of buying their freedom. So when we talk about these conditions that are happening over and over again, and even all of the different atrocities that are going on in the continent that we know about in Ethiopia and the Sudan for individuals who are trying to flee that very hard circumstance, it still doesn't even get the light that the Ukraine war has going on. So the problem that we have now is the problem that we've been addressing in the United States for a very long time of understanding caste and race and class and how it impacts someone's value. And the world needs to now decide through the UN exactly what they're going to do with regards to these classes. Because even when you talk about Ukrainians and people leaving the Ukraine, the immigrants from Africa and the Caribbean weren't treated the same, exiting, and many of them are still in the western part of the Ukraine because the Ukrainians abandoned them and said, no, you can't use our system to evacuate, even though Russia's coming in. And we aren't sure exactly how the Russians are going to treat them. So in this whole Ukrainian circumstance and war that's going on, we see even the ugly head of racism and how it pushes us to the sideline, meaning black and brown people, and specifically black immigrants, and how they're treated across the world, not just in Europe, but also in the Western Hemisphere. We can't look at them. We can't look at the UK and say, oh, bad UK, without looking at our own democracy and the way that we treat immigrants that arrive here at our southern border.
Part of Brexit was because of rising anti-refugee and anti-immigrant sentiment, forcing, the Brits decided to break off from the EU. And in the EU itself, Poland actually a target in all of this, where migrants became pawns. Belarus, which has been aligned with Russia in this war, transporting Sudanese, Iraqi, Syrian refugees, flying them from airplanes in Africa all the way to the border with Poland and saying, go, right? So we're seeing this weaponization of these black and brown bodies, yet it looks like even the United States may take better care of Ukrainians than we do the people in our own backyard. Do we think the United States will be bringing in Ukrainian refugees?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think they will take in some refugees, as they should, because we haven't done our world portion overall. Many of those Syrians, I should also say, are still at the port of Poland, even right now during war times, asking for relief in contemplation, even with Ukrainians getting through, right? Some of them are frozen out in the cold. So you have that double story even existing today when war is going on, those individuals that they push back. I mean, and a better study case would be Hungary, which had a very similar administration to our last administration that was expelling almost every immigrant and giving no one the basis to stay there, has even opened their doors to allow certain classes of Ukrainians to come through and process. And so when we see that sort of happen, we know the U.S. is going to do that. Some of the Ukrainians have channels to the United States. There are large populations of Ukrainians across in many major cities that would like to support their family to come here. But I think the major response I want America to hear right now is the Ukrainians aren't saying, we want to be refugees to your country. The Ukrainians are coming and saying to us, we want you to help us defend our country, which is very different than the people at the southern border who are saying, I don't have a country where I'm safe and I can live. Please let me have refuge here, which is the very thing that's stapled in the bottom of the Statue of Liberty.
Refugees who have no country at all. Immigration Chair for the National Bar Association, Orr Jr., thank you for bringing us a dose of truth today.